Stream started, of course. We're going in. We got work to do. Alright. So I'll start off with this. Everything set up. Exercise 1. So, yeah, it's gonna solve exercise 1, right? No way he doesn't solve it. Yeah. So essentially you got 1.5 plus log base 2 square root of 8. So here, like, the base is 2, you can't really work with it. Square root of 8, well, you know, I guess you can work out a bit that essentially you can put a 2 power 3 inside of square root, but I don't know exactly how that helps you. 1.5 he shows that as 15 divided by 10. I mean, here looks like should be like not that hard, but I mean it's not that easy indeed, because I think you gotta use like some property, like if you put like power 3 goes somewhere up front somehow. Anyways, we're gonna find out. So 1.5 is 3 divided by 2. Yeah, but how does that help me? Yeah, that's 2 power 3. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, like square root of 8 is not 4, because it's not like divided. So we got that right. Now, what do you do now here? I think like you take the power out. So I think we work with some like this, like it's gonna be like, yeah, we got like 2 there because it's just a square root, so it's imaginary 2 up front. It goes there like something like that. Okay, so it's gonna be just 2 of power of 3 divided by 2. So that's what's gonna be. So 3 divided by 2 goes up front. So that's like a property of log, and then log 2 they cancel out, so you'll have 3 divided by 2 plus 3 divided by 2, so that's 6 divided by 2. You just has written down that they cancel out, and yeah, 6 divided by 2, that's 3. So now we're moving on to the next stuff. So he explains like stuff like that. Alright, so let's see. Come on. I'm just seeing where it starts. There we go. So 2 plus 1 parentheses times z equal 5. So to solve z, you just have to like divide 5 divided by 2 plus 1. So that's what you gotta do. So after that, I think I at the second power is minus 1. So I think you have to multiply every part by second power, and you're gonna get that. Plug in minus 1. And what after that? I mean, like, what else after that? You got the z, you got the equal, maybe get like some quadratic, I don't know, and solve it from there. There's no deviation here as far as I know, equaling, like, an equation. So you got this. Now you want to time that below 2 minus 1, I don't know, something like that, times 2 minus 1, so 2 minus 1, huh? I don't know what he shows here. 3 plus 4i. He gave it 2 minus 1. I don't know why. I don't know if you can just multiply by 2 minus 1. Just showing some example and stuff, I guess. So this is what you get here, like some example here. And I guess you could do that, like multiply by expression that's equal to 1. 2 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. I think you chose 2 minus 1 because 2 plus 1 in parentheses times in parentheses 2 minus 1. That's like, it's gonna be like the formula. It's gonna be like I to the second power and 4 minus I to the second power, and then you can use minus 1 properties and stuff. Okay, so you're gonna get this, and it's gonna be 10 minus 5i, and there is gonna be 4 minus I to the second power, kind of. Now that's like a formula there, but I can also take like the long approach. So you see it's gonna be 4 minus I to the second power, because minus 2i plus 2i cancel out. Okay, and minus I to the second power is minus 1, so you're gonna get 10 minus 5i, and below is gonna be 5, because 4 plus 5 is gonna be 4 plus 1, and so we got that. And I think now now we're gonna split like this equation. So we're gonna have 2 minus 5i divided by 5, and he says that's 2 minus I. Yeah, because the 5 simplify, yeah. 2 minus I. The solution is 2 minus I. Yeah. Like, if you plug it in, it's gonna be like 2 plus I. 2 minus I, and if you put in a 1, it's gonna be, I guess, like 5. Like if you solve something like that, anyways. Bro, this dude has financial goal 1537 euros, and just like me, 0%. I got like, I don't know what, 20 bucks. I'll be lucky if I get 5 bucks by the end. I'm done with this. So we got like 3, exercise 3, 4, you just list them out. He's gone to 3, I guess, now. Alright, so now here, like, the same stuff. Matrices, it's not the same stuff, it's another exercise, but my past stream we did like this. It's not even a big matrix, it's just 2 by 2, it's not 3 by 3. But a 3 by 3 is also easy, so I'm like fine with that. Okay, so you have 2 of the power of x minus 1 times 4 of the power of x. It's gonna be minus 4 times 8, as far as I know. And get that. And then what you got, you go equal to 0. Maybe it's gonna be some quadratic or some stuff. And you're gonna solve that. And you're gonna get like solution, write it down as equal with like that thing. So you got this. 4 times 8, that's 32. That's pretty easy. Now it's harder with his powers, like what are you gonna do there, mate? I mean, we switch that to the right side. Right now, it's gonna be equal to 32. Um, so after that, what? Um, so we've got 2x. So essentially, what he did here is he made it before like 2 to the power of 2, and he moved 2 near the x. Yeah, you can do that, but let's see how that helps. Now he works with 2, so he converted those numbers to 2 and power of that. And now he essentially combined the powers over there and combined the powers there. So on the left you'll have 2 to the power of x plus x is going to be, and there's 2 to the power of 5. So it's going to be 2 to the power of 2x, ain't it? Or it's minus 1, I don't really know. Also, you can just simplify like that, and so you'll get this. I mean, I don't really love this shit, but you know, nigga explaining here, so we'll be fine. So we'll have like minus 1 goes plus 1 over there to the left, so we'll have x plus 2x was 3x, 3x equals 6. So x is going to be 6 divided by 3, so it's going to be 2. So we're just explaining how it's done, and boom, and that, and done. So s is going to be 2, like pop a parentheses like that, and yeah, boom. Like no issue. Alright, moving on. Polynomials and shit like that, I suppose now. So we got exercise 4 here. 5. Probably gonna do 4, like it's if cos and shit, so that's like harder, so we can skip that. Yeah, so we go straight to probability, because probability is like super G. It's like easier. And I think I did like this exercise before with Apollo and shit, but we're gonna figure it out. We got Apollo, so letters A, P, O, double L, and O, written on 6 paper sheets, and there are 4 papers extracted by each one by one, randomly, and probability that while they extract, they obtain the word polo. So first one they extract P, then O, and so on. So you do like 6 squares, because there are 6 letters in total. And here mostly you have to take into account the basically letters that repeat themselves, so O and L. You gotta watch out of that. So P of A is gonna be M divided by N, and N is like the total number of cases. So how's that calculated? A we got 1, so 1. P we got 1, so 1. I mean, it's plus, I guess, 1 plus 1. And then I don't know if it's times or plus, anyways. And then 2 O's we got, so 1 plus 2, and then 2 L's plus 2, or times, I don't know. So you got it in like that. And then M is gonna be, you have 6 squares, so in the first one it gotta be P. So hold up, I didn't calculate M correctly, N correctly, I think, because there are 6 letters, and essentially, like, you take a number of cases. So first, when they first extract, there are in total 6 cases, or maybe not 6 cases because there are 2 L's and 2 O's. It's gonna be like 4 cases. Yeah, I guess first one's gonna be 4 cases because we got 4 different letters in total. And then the next thing, you got also 4 cases because we got the letters that repeat. And now the next one, we took out an O and we took out an L, and we got 4 cases once again. And then we're gonna have essentially 3 cases, 2 cases, so on, and times that. So it's gonna be that's what I think. And now N, it's gonna be first one. Gotta be a P, so we got only 1 P, so we got 1 shot there. 1. Now second, we got 2 O's, so it's times 2. L, we got 2 L's times 2, and at the end, like we worked with an O already, so times 1 or plus, I don't know. And then we divide and stuff like that, and we're done. So 6 squares, Apollo like that, so work with sheets here and so on. Okay, so P1, PO2, L3, yeah, and so what? And so on. Let's see what it is. So come on, man. Why he hangs around for? P1, yeah. One divided by 6, so that's gonna be first one. I mean, I don't know if you can work out like this one. I mean, I understand like 1 divided by 6 because we got 6 cases. I don't know if it's M or N. I don't know what it does exactly here. Now, the second one is O, so 2 divided by 5. Because now there are 5 left, and now we're on the second one. I guess now 4 left, and times so they're all times, and 654. I guess what I said with like 4 4 or something like that. I was pretty bullshit because like 654 because take a look at the number of papers here, I guess, and like I said, 1 P, 2 O's, 2 L's, and now last one we got 1 O left and 3 papers left, so now we're gonna have 4 there, and 30 times 4 is 120, so 1 divided by 90. I mean, why 1 divided by 90? Because we got like that 4 there. Like, oh, we should just cancel it out, that 4. So 1 divided by 90 and something like that. So let's go. next one. This is like a formula sheet that you get with a test. I mean, it ain't help that much. I mean, in geometry, probably more. Now, of course, he skipped that cos things because, like, I don't need that stuff. So here's to exercise 5. Now, starts off with DVA. So I think like DVA gotta be like the stuff under the square root or in parentheses and stuff, or base and stuff, whatever. It gotta be bigger than 0, right? So you solve it, and then like you just solve that thing 0.2 and something. I think by providing a sample value of 1 or 2 based on the DVA, I don't know, and move on from there. It's gonna be that 2x minus 3. X is gonna be bigger than minus 3 divided by 2, which is minus 1 divided by 5, but they like fractions here, so fuck them. We're just gonna keep it that way. 0.2 on the base, and basically for some reason you have to say that it's never equal to 0, and so what after that, what you're gonna do, like the lower thing not equal to 0, 2x plus 3 not equal to 0.2 power 0, which is 1. There on the right, you just took the base and put it there. Like, how am I supposed to know that I can do that here? I mean, after that, like, it's easy, man. Like, what? I mean, boom, and x is not equal to minus 1, and basically x can be just larger than minus 1.5, so I guess we're fine here. Like, what? So we're moving on from here. Just explaining some stuff here. Modulo of x. Like, yeah, like modulo of x, of course, is gonna be always bigger than 0 or equal, because it's like that here. Because it's module. Like, if it's minus, it just gets converted to plus, gets a module, and 0 is smaller than 0.2 and stuff like that. I don't know why he wrote that down. And you gotta do like the same thing with the expression below, and it moves there, and power 0 and stuff. And so it's smaller than 1, and I can't really see what's there. It's essentially x smaller than minus 1 and stuff. So now what you got, we got minus 3 divided by 2 there, and minus 1, and from minus 3 divided by 2 it goes to the right and stuff. So y minus 3 divided by 2, because we got like dVA, and minus 1 we got like that. So we got that, and like she said that the module is always bigger than 0, yeah, and so from that the expression below the module must also be bigger than 0, because you cannot divide by 0 as far as I know. Or maybe you can. I think you can divide 0 by something or stuff like that anyways. So minus 1 there goes from positive there, so minus 1 gotta be smaller, so it goes to the left, so the interval is gonna be from minus 3 divided by 2 to minus 1, and they don't have like the or equal stuff to the sign, so it's uncolored circles. Now here I think like you just don't write down solution, you write down what's x, so x is gonna be that interval, stuff like that. You write it down like, oh, actually like S. Oh man, okay. So I guess like you have to write down X and then S. With a union of 0, like what? Why? Anyways, it's too complicated, whatever. Moving on, geometry. Yeah, geometry. Like, I don't know formulas I don't have here, but anyways, we're gonna find out. So we got a cone, and we got like a triangle within it that goes within like the height of the cone, and the two smaller lines are square root of 2, and I have to find the area. So I can find G based on Pythagorean theorem, and R I think I already know. So he knows down the stuff like this. So we got G is square root of 2. Actually, it's like the whole triangle. It's not like with height. So we got square root of 2, square root of 2. Now, yeah, like this is harder, but like I think there's like some theorem based on here. Like if it's a cone like that, we got 90 degrees at the top, and the angle BAC and angle ACB are going to be like the same because it's a cone. And so they're going to be essentially 45 because 90 on the top, so it must be 180 in total. And based on that, somehow like the diameter will be 2, I guess, because square root of 2 times square root of 2. I don't really know exactly. We're gonna find out. So we got this, we got an R here, so that's like I know like the same thing. BO with OC were equal, and like we do BOC. Oh, so he just did like this because he ain't work with angles, because like if they're the same, there are 2 R's, and you can find out R based on that with division and stuff. So you're gonna have like R at the second power plus R at the second power equal square root of 2. That's like that, and that square root of 2 is gotta be also to the second power, so it's gonna be 2. So 2R to the second power is gonna be equal to 2. So R to the second power is gonna be equal to 1, so R is 1. And now, after you got that, you can you basically know everything, and you just find out what the area is. You know R, G is square root of 2, so boom. It's gonna be pi square root of 2 centimeters squared, power squared, because like centimeters like that, in the area. If its volume is like centimeters cubed. Okay, so that's how this thing is done. So we got like this exercise 8. So I've got a triangle here, ABC, and A has 60 degrees, and AD essentially splits A into 2, so the left angle is going to be 30, right angle also 30, and then we can work out something with 30 degrees there. BD is 2 and CD is 4, so we can find out like BC, 2 plus 4. Now we gotta understand what the angle of C is. Now, like, isn't that like super easy? Cause actually I guess not that easy, because where's the D, I don't know if it's split like in perpendicular, so I thought that we have like 60 degrees on C, because there on D is 90, left to the right to the A is 30, so it gotta be 180 in total, but looks like no. But anyways, let's see what we got here. 3030, I don't know if you're gonna apply some Pythagorean theorem or some other theorem. So DAC, that's also DAC. Yeah, 30, BAD 30. We know that. Okay. So 6 centimeters here. Yeah. We gotta find out this angle. Now what? I mean, he says like theorem of sines, cosines. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck with that, man. So she just fucked over. So of course. Now we have like limits. I mean, that's like medium difficulty. Of course, no cosine and shit like that. So limits x and 1 and f of x. I mean, whatever. Like f of x, I think is gonna be higher. You put essentially 1 instead of everything and like solve and shit. So he just spaced in the f of x. Now he's pasting in the other shit. So now here, like, bruv, I mean, you're not gonna even plug into 1 right now because you work with like functions and shit. Below you got like 1 minus x second power. I mean, that can be expanded like 1 minus x in parentheses times 1 plus x in parentheses. And there at the top, I mean, that shit, like, it can be expanded to x to the second power plus 9 minus 4, I guess. I don't know, stuff like that, and based on the formulas there and stuff. Okay, so that thing was also under the square root, so boom, it's got like that, and like here, well, it's gonna be x minus 1 there, and like I do like x minus 1, x plus 1 split below, simplify the x minus 1 and stuff, and you're gonna have like x plus 1 left, and you plug in the x to be 1, so 1 plus 1 equal 2, boom, done 2. So she just fucked over, I guess. Starts with cos and stuff. Like, come on, should I waste my time with cos here? No way, I'll just skip this. Formulas of cos and stuff. Like, come on, man. Cos 2a. I mean, just started with this, like, second power and stuff formula. Cos their second power a plus 2 and everything, and then that, and then simplify and stuff. Yeah, goes plus, and then same stuff there, simplification. Move on. So, oh, he just fucked over, I guess. Okay. I mean, boom. So, right, I'm gonna go to the next stuff and move on. Pause for now. on this thing. Let's see. So it starts off, I already know, with this from the very top. 4 divided by 9, power of x, and then 27 divided by 8, power of x minus 1. I think here's gonna be like pretty similar, like powers and stuff. So 4 divided by 9, he wrote down like 2 divided by 3. Why? Because he can now put the 2 near the x. So basically, yeah, now he can put the 2 near the x. And why? Because 2 to the power 2 has 4, 3 to the power 2 that's 9, and they're both power 2, put near the x. Now 27, that's actually like 3 at the power of 3, right? And 8 is 2 to the power 3. So they're both power 3, so bang, put near the x again is going to be 3x minus 1, or x minus 3, I don't know if it's 3x minus 3, perhaps. And now you got like those powers, and you got their 2 divided by 3 times 3 divided by 2, and to switch them around, 3 divided by 2 to switch around, you just put minus, so it's now going to be that. And now we just cancel them out, kind of, put a minus, work with the exponents. It's gonna fucking explain this nigga. I mean, I mostly said it correctly, like 100%. So yeah, like I said, boom, powers and stuff. So now you just switch the power, like boom. He shows how that's done. And now he switched that, boom. And now he just let's see what the fuck he's gonna do. 3 divided by 2, bang. Oh, so he wanted to switch like the first one, and like you just switch the minus on the power, so that's also acceptable, like boom. And now boom, 3x minus 3. Now we're the same stuff, so you just do minus 2x plus 3x minus 3 equal with 0, or yeah, and now solve that, done. I think it shows like another variation here. I know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, it just shows how it's flipped, I guess. Now moving on here. Yeah, it's 3 divided by 2 here. Power of that. So just put a plus right there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like that, but you can also work with like with the power, I think. I mean, if you take a look at power, it's going to be minus 2x plus 3x. There's going to be x minus 3 power. Something like that. But like it cancels out or stuff. So that's going to be minus 1. Because like we like switch the power. Also, there's a 2 divided by 3. I forgot about that. So boom, plug this in. So we're gonna have their x equal with 2. Boom. Gotta go minus 2 plus 3 and that, and x equal 2. Solution, boom, 2. So that's exactly how You work it out in the best way. So now what? 2 minus 3 and that power. So minus 3, we got a power. Minus 2, boom. So there's gonna be minus 1. So let me talk it out. Minus 3 and that power. So I guess he works first with power. Minus 1 there. I don't know why I put a minus 1. I mean, he very can use like that formula, x minus 1, x plus 1, but I don't know exactly how that's gonna help. We're gonna check it out. Yeah. Give us free power of that. I don't know what he's doing there. But 2, where the 2 went, I don't know. Just explaining some properties that any number a power of 0 that's 1. So you can just say 0 there, I guess. I don't know why he missed out with 2, but anyways, x minus 1 power 2 or that. So it can either be minus 1 or 1 because it's power 2, so it can either be negative or positive, like something like that. So equation, we'll work it out. So vibration of parentheses and stuff were shown. I don't know if it's gonna do like which one is gonna do. Probably in equation, something like that. Let's see. So 5 divided by 2. So he starts by switching around the first term because you just put a minus of a power and now the first term is switched around so that you can do that shit with the powers, to work with the powers, exponential type bullshit. So it's gonna be like smaller or equal to that, and now we can work with the powers. So it's gonna be minus 2x plus 1 plus x minus 5. Smaller or equal to 0, so that, boom, done. Like no waivers, not like that. Yeah? So what? Yeah. Fuck no. It's not like that. Oh, cause it's fucking like on a they're like fucking separate by the sign, so you just pop it like this. I mean, okay. Alright, now you move x to the left, what you're gonna get? Minus 3x. Cause switch is sign. You move a 1 to the right, you're gonna have minus 4. Minus 6 because switch is sign. And so what? It's gonna be minus 3x and minus 6 there. So x is just gonna be 2 because they plus out, and minus minus plus, positive, and 6 divided by 3, that's 2. Okay, so done that, clock that. Okay. So 3x, so if you just clock the positive straight away, boom. Now, yeah, I did that. Essentially what you did, like, Um, I think he just used like property to remove minus from both parties and from both sides, and by that he changed the sign. You can see which sign changed the way. So it's gonna be now x is gonna be smaller or equal than 2 instead of larger or equal than 2. So yeah, got that. So it goes there based on the graph. Goes there. What we got for here, bro? Minus infinite. Yeah, and to use like the color circle parentheses that's with square like corners, because it's color circle because it's smaller or equal. It's not just smaller. Okay, now he moves to other equation. In equation is like when it's equal of 0 and just find x, something like that. In equation when it's just smaller or bigger, like stuff like that. Now put a power of 2 there, boom. It's gonna be 2 power 2x, and then minus 2 power of x plus 2. Now you just fucking like, it's gonna be 2x plus x plus 2, work with powers, smaller or equal to 0, go from there. I mean, this one's like second grade in China, so yeah, it's gonna be like that. Bro, what? I mean he just fucking like, I mean, yeah, I guess you could work it out like that straight away. Just switch it there to right, change sign, because he popped like minus 2 plus, and now the fucking inequation sign changes. So no, not now, no. In like the previous case change, now, not now, bro. So now work with fucking powers. So we're gonna have like x to the left, smaller or equal to 2. As simple as that. And now no DVAs here, boom, just collect it there, minus infinite there. It's gonna be from minus infinite till 2 with parentheses like that explained because it's with a line near the inequality sign. Okay, now I suppose we're gonna go with this one. Another equation. So he just started writing from minus 25. I don't know why he just didn't write down the 1. Like, maybe 1 doesn't make a difference, but I think it still should be written down. Now here, like 25 is 5 to the power of 2. So you move 2 to the x. So it's gonna be 5 to the power of 2x. So now you can work with 5s again. Move but actually got times there. So if we got times, then I don't know exactly what's gonna be done here. Maybe it can be just moved to like 0 divided by that, but I don't know exactly. 1 there goes to the right, huh? Okay, so minus 1 there. Divide, I think, by minus 1 to get rid of a minus. Now sign change, boom. And now it's 1. Alrighty. Now 5, boom. Now that's 5 power 0. Oh, so he just used this property to like any number of power 0 that's 1, so you just used 5 to have like same a number, and now we're just gonna work out the powers. So it's gonna be I guess like 2x plus x plus 1 smaller or equal to 0. So I'm like, what's that gonna be? Bruv, like that's gonna be like um like, man, like, what, you don't know? That's gonna be like move to 1 to the right is gonna be minus 1. 3x. Yeah, we're okay with that. Like, this arithmetic's like nothing compared to algebra. I mean, like, yeah, it should be like easier. Boom. Now we got the plus and stuff. Now we work with this. So minus 1 there. Now x, boom, minus 1 divided by 3. And now graph goes to the left, and it's gonna be a not circular parenthesis on the minus 1 divided by 3 side. That's on the right, and minus infinite on the left. Solution, boom, done. Okay, so I guess this video is all about equation. Oh, here's so like matrices stuff, I guess. I don't know what you're gonna solve. Okay, now he solves like this matrices stuff. So you just like solve. It's gonna be like diagonal times that, this times that, and minus 4 times square root of 2, right? And all of this smaller or equal to 0, and then from there we'll work out the powers, put the 2 power 2, move it 2, take the powers out because everything's gonna be like based on 2, work out from there. Alright, so we have a minus there. Now we got this. We're gonna have to work out something with 4 square root of 2. Let's see. So 2x there. Boom. Move that to the right. Boom. Now we'll work out the plus there. 2 power 2. Now here I think I know, because it's gonna be like, if it's square root, you can write down 2 at the power of 1 divided by 2. Now she has 2 everywhere, and she just can pop it like that. It's gonna be x minus 1 plus 2x, smaller or equal than 2 plus 1 divided by 2. And then solve that, and you get x in interval, and pop the interval, and it's done. Okay, so this is like the property on the upper right corner. So this is like another example right here. This is yet another example right here. Alright, got 2 there and stuff. 100, that's 10, 100, yeah, that. It just gives out 10,000 examples, like, bruv. It's alright, I mean. Like, bruv. So, that, and, this, plus and stuff. Now we work with the powers. because the numbers like simplify like that. I don't know if you need to write down exactly that you cut it, but anyway. Now we've got like x plus 2x, that's 3x. On the left, minus 1 goes to the right, it's going to be 3 over there, plus 1 divided by 2. So 3 plus 1 divided by 2, that's 3.5. Or you can work with fractions if you want. But actually we're going to have to work with fractions, I think, because 3 plus 1 divided by 2, you multiply 3 by 2. I think it's going to be 7 divided by 2, something like that. Yeah, 7 divided by 2. So 3x smaller equals 7 divided by 2. So then it's going to be 7 divided by 2 divided by 3. So that's essentially going to be switched around. So I think it's going to be times 3 something, 21 divided by 2, something like that, which is 10.5. And then pop the interval and stuff. So 3x there, that there, 3x, and now 3.5 over there, 3.5 divided by 3. I mean, we can work out fractions, so we're going to show that. 7 divided by 2 is going to be, I mean, even without writing fractions, I can understand 7 divided by 2. So, it's going to be divided by 3. So, when it's like division, you just gotta do multiplication and flip them around. So 3 is gonna be below. So it's gonna be 7 divided by 6, right? So you got that. You pop it on there. Color a circle because of a line. Gotta be smaller. Pop that. Minus infinite. 2, 7 divided by 6, and pop the right parentheses and fuck off. Next thing. Yeah, this is pure pain. We're gonna go and I'm gonna go and work this out for a couple more hours, then another day, couple more hours, another day, couple more hours, and so on. So now with complex numbers, I guess. Z, I, like the main thing here is you gotta remember that either second power is -1. I mean, like you can have it like in your head, but here in the condition it's written. Now you've gotta find Z, which is like from C interval. And you also have like a Z with a line on top. I think it's like something like flipped. I don't really remember this shit. Z is A plus B. I think he wrote down like some typical formula. I'm gonna see this one because I really know like this Z with a line on top and shit. Oh, so Z with a line on top essentially just flipping the sign within the like the parentheses or stuff like that. So now it's just written like that. A plus BI. So Z is A plus BI. How the fuck can I remember this shit? Like, if it's like in the formula sheet that we provided with test stuff, that's fine, but if it's not, like, come on. A plus BI. That's like boring. So he just put that a plus bi there with a z on the line. He just switched the sign and but like bro, you got like the 2 plus 3, like what you gonna do with that? And you gotta work that out. I think you gotta work that out. Yes, you change the sign and you just put 2 plus 3i. Also, yeah, okay. Now, like, we're gonna do like some multiplications and we're gonna get the I to the power of 2. Yeah. And we're gonna work it out like -1 and stuff. So it's gonna be AI plus b times I to the second power minus 3i. There's gonna be 2a plus 3ai minus b2i or 2bi minus 3b I to the second power. Substitute the I to the second power with -1 and boom. Just like another example here, I know. Like, come on, you were doing that stuff. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, bruv? Let's see, bro. Yes, AI and stuff like that. Now here, work it out like before. No issue. 2A and stuff. 3AI. Yeah. Boom. And now what he did is just plugged in the -1. So now it's going to be AI minus B minus 3i. There's going to be plus 3b. And now he's just going to split like the, I think the A and B terms to one side and the I terms to another side, or he's going to equal it with 0. I'm going to find out later. Whatever, something like that. Okay. Alright, so this goes smaller like that. This has the sign change completed. Okay, so we got this. Okay. So what you did now, I mean, it's just like for explanation purposes and stuff. He just underlined the same terms. So the terms with AI, when B and stuff. Hold up. Terms with the I with black and terms without the I with green. So he's working out the green side. This is gonna be that. And now he's gonna do like the black side. And he's gonna do like a system or shit like that. I think that. Where he's gonna solve them separately. And then plug them in coherently. Right, A minus 3 right there. Equal to 3A plus 3B. Okay, so minus B equals 2A plus 3B. What can be done here? Well, from the black part, we can like denote A with something. Like we can say that A is equal with 3a plus 3b plus 3, and then plug that into the green part by substituting a, and then we're gonna have b, but I don't know exactly if it's done like that. Like this stuff, like it's not like till the end. You just have like an expression, not a regular number. Purely theoretical bullshit. So minus b minus 2a minus 3b also equals 0. And so basically everything like to the left and shit and equal to 0. We got minus 4b minus 2a equals 0. There minus 2a. Minus 2a, huh? Yeah, and minus 3 minus 3b equals 0. And what now? We do some like graphs or stuff or what? Let me see. Why he fucked up or what? Why he delete that shit? A minus 3. From where the fuck he got a minus 3? Oh, so what he did, he just fucked over the I, just deleted it. I guess that's possible, but like, am I really gonna remember like that I can do this shit? Like, come on. So now there we have minus 2a plus 2b minus 3 equal of 0. Amazing. And how that helps me. Well, use minus 1 and now it's 2a minus 4b and no, essentially minus 2b. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna substitute, like we got an a, now we can substitute and stuff. He even done like the system thing, he just went over like this and stuff. So he got rid of minus first thing first, and now he just now has the value for a. Now we're gonna substitute it there. Instead of a, we're gonna write down minus 2b. So it's gonna be 6b minus 3 equals 0. So 6b equal to 3, and b is equal with 1 divided by 2 as far as I know. And then plug that in like within that expression again, find out a or another expression, and now we're gonna know ab. That's it, right? Write down like the response and stuff. We got 4b plus 2b, that, and that, and b's that. So I just did simplify straight away. So it's going to be 1 divided by 2, essentially the b right there. Alright, so that's that. A is minus 2, like you just plugged it in like into this expression with a equal minus 2b. So simplification and minus 1. So z is going to be a plus bi, because from initial shit. So minus 1 plus the b is 1 divided by 2. So that's essentially minus 1 divided by 2 I. But I guess you can write down like that also. Yeah. Get fucking politics. Talk for hours. Drink a bit of water. Move on. Like what I'm doing some podcasts right now. I guess monologue. Okay, so we got now another thing with a z. Now yeah, z is a plus bi. Conjunction of z's a plus by I, a minus by I. I don't know if we're gonna work with fucking that here. We just know that I to the second power is minus 1 essentially. So we work from here. 3 minus I right there. Yeah, like 1 plus I. So what I see is doing now, he multiplies it by 1 minus I and 1 minus I once again. And it's gonna solve from there, bro. I'm telling you straight, mate. My voice is gonna fuck itself up. If I'm gonna keep on talking like this, even water don't help. But I gotta talk like this, like I ain't gonna fucking whisper, but whispering is gonna fucking make it even worse. So yeah, like my voice is getting fucked up because I talk too much. So yeah, like I think like the stream, maybe not right now, a bit later, is gonna fucking play out loud. Like I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna watch this shit. You're gonna see my fucking face. How the fuck XQC like talks for days like that? Maybe he drinks some shit. Anyway, now 1 minus I there, 1 minus I below, because when you divide it's just 1. So now he's gonna fucking multiply everything. He's gonna get somewhere divided by 2. He's gonna plug in minus 1. He's gonna fucking equal to 0 if he has to. Basically gonna solve this shit. Okay. So I minus I, which I got on my volume 16. Okay. So yeah. Explanation. Subtitles are crap, but I guess it's better than nothing. Sometimes they get like a couple of words right, so I keep them on. Alright, that. Now we're not gonna simplify, of course. We're gonna do the times thing. Times that. We're gonna have 3 times 1, that's 3. And then minus 3i. And then essentially minus I. You can see like the explanation there. And then plus I at power of 2. Why? Because minus of minus you get plus at multiplication, but also at minus in usual, like without multiplication you just get minus. So it's like that. Now below you just write down as it is. Or actually no, you can write down like this, or you can write down straight away 1 minus I, all in parentheses, a second power, because it's like a long form, like essentially like we did like on top, minus I to second power, boom that, boom this. They're gonna simplify and you're gonna get like that. And yeah, I mean, yeah, like you can also say that 1 minus I to second power. So we're gonna have 1 minus 1 because I to second power, boom. But actually no, because it's minus I to second power, so it's gonna be 1 plus 1, right? And there minus 1 there, boom. So below you have 2. Now you have 3 minus 1, that's 2, minus 4i. And from here, my niggas, I think we can like take like the common term from the thing on top. We can put 2 up front and open up parentheses is going to be 1 minus 2i. And this way I can simplify the 2, so it's going to be like response 1 minus 2i. Yeah. I mean, I can also do like this, like split like the shit, and it's going to be that. This or that. Again, that. And just gonna write down like z, because we're like searching what the z is. Okay. So searching, bro. He's trying to solve like this equations like China first grade to do them. X second power, fucking quadratic. But here the thing is, we got an I, but we might like we just write down the stuff with I, and if it's out of second power, plug in -1 and stuff. So I think we are going to be exactly fine, like no issue at all. Will be second power. Got an A there. -2. C is 3. And we're gonna work from there. Second power, boom, 4, boom. Put down the C. 4i is gonna be there when you pop it. Second power, -12. So what's that? Well, that's -1, so we're gonna have -4 -12 -16. And when you do like regular quadratics, you see that it's minus, doesn't have solutions, but here we solve in C, so it has solutions. So I think if we solve in R, when you have solutions, so that's 4i within the C interval, because we pop an I over there. Now we just solve x1, x2 based on the formula, like no formula, minus b minus square root of delta on 2a, and then the second stuff is the same thing but if plus instead in the middle. So we have that is going to be plus 2i, and then minus 4i, what we got there. So basically 2 below. So plus 2i minus 4i is going to be minus 2i on 2. So that will be minus I, right? So yeah, minus I. And x, now we do like the second thing. The second x, we got exactly this. Now we put a plus there. So now we're gonna have like 6i divided by 2, so that's gonna be 3i in the end. You can see like the longer fucking explanation of how it's done. So now solution, that's minus y, 3i. Yeah, pop it like this, pop it like that. Shrink this down. Put it there. I mean, I ain't do that shit like put it there. But, whatever. Okay. So, I think we're done, like, with this video. I gotta take a break. Quick. So I'm gonna be back. We're gonna do plenty more hours. I don't know if someone cares, but anyways. Let's see, let's do it with next thing. back. Right. Same stuff, same type of exercises. Z's and stuff. Find Z and stuff. So we've got essentially the Z. I think that's going to be equal with A plus BI. And the Z with a line, that's going to be A minus BI. And instead of Z, we write that down and we solve, and I to the second power, that's minus 1. And so we work like that. I mean, no issue right there. Pop, pop, pop. Alrighty. So, essentially, that. So he's just gonna write down like what I just said. Like no issue. Yeah, like this is like the main thing. I don't know if it's written down like in the usual formula sheet, but yeah, we'll work it out and stuff. A plus BI plus 3i. So if you just pop the Z there, what's the Z? Parentheses and stuff, because working with sign, but here it don't matter so much because you can see how it is. I mean, on the right part with times, it's harder. Sorry. So it's gonna be A plus BI plus 3i equal with 6a minus 6bi. Right. Now work with A's, work with B's, and so on. We have we basically need to split them in two things with A's and B's and stuff with I's, and take, like, for example, what's the I, put in the B, and then put it back. So basically underline, work with terms that are without the I, and now with the I. Now you just don't take into account the I, so it's going to be B plus 3 equal with minus 6b. Okay. Now the I is just removable like that, so you'll have that you take the minus 6b to the left, you'll have minus 7b. Oh, no, 7b is equal with minus 3. I don't really know what we can do here, but we just do it like that. So we equal it to 0. So we'll have it minus 5a is equal to 0, and there 7b plus 3 is equal to 0. So a essentially is going to be 0, and b from there, like b from there, is going to be minus 3 divided by 7. Okay, so we got that. Z is going to be A plus BI, so that's going to be 0 plus, no, actually, no, plus is going to be minus 0 minus, but now he wrote down parentheses stuff, so with I right there, 0 minus 3 divided by 7i. That's essentially the Z, that's the response. And yeah, like the Z we don't write down because it's just nothing. That's kind of it. Going on. So z here. Work with this, I guess. Alright, so finding z here. I think on this one we work out with I to the second power is -1. Yeah, and essentially knowing that, I don't think we're gonna have to work with a plus bi here, right? So 5 plus I there. Now we multiply effing in the one below. Maybe we'll do some formula there, but so we should be fine. So it's gonna be 2 minus 3i based on the multiplication. Actually minus 3i to the second power. Oh no, not here. Now it's plus I2 or 2i and minus 3i to the second power. You can see like the explanation below. Yeah, minus 3i to the second power. Come on, what the fuck, my shit is itching. Alright, now we do like calculations below, arithmetic stuff. It's gonna be minus I right there, and then minus 3i to the second power, essentially. Alrighty, minus 3i to the second power, which is essentially 3 because I to the second power is -1, so minus 3 times -1, that's essentially 3. Now we have 2 plus 3, so it's going to be 5 minus I below, so 5 plus 1, 5 plus I, and below 5 minus I. I mean, what else we can do there? I mean, I think we should like leave it there, but I don't know exactly, like, I mean, we can add like +1 and stuff, 5 plus 1, multiply and stuff. I don't really know, but you got like plenty of points like up until here and stuff. So -6 here. Okay, so that's 4. Those are some examples right there. Okay, so like I said, it's gonna be that 5 minus I below, and yeah, what else I can do here? What else can I do here? Okay, so below is 5 plus, so yeah, we can multiply 5 plus I, so below it's like 5 minus I times 5 plus I, all in parentheses. And what will give us, what that will give us is essentially 25 minus I to the second power, and that's essentially 25 plus 1, so that's 26 below. And up there, I think we're gonna work also with second power and stuff. So we got 25 plus 5i, then again plus 5i, and plus I to the second power. So that's essentially -1 are gonna be right there. And below, like I said, it's gonna do like the long form, 25 minus 5i, then plus 5i, so we're just gonna cancel out, and then minus I to the second power. Okay, so that's that, and 25 plus 10i plus I to the second power. That's -1, yeah. And then there we have +1 based on that. So up there we'll have 24 plus 10i, and down there we will have 26. Okay, and after this, like, what else are you gonna do? Like, you're down here, like, this is like the best form and max points, boom. um I think here, like, yeah, we can do like the upfront and stuff. 10A on 20, I on 26. Where the bro? Where's the I? Okay, there it is. So 24 divided by 26. Um, I guess we're gonna do some simplification here and simplifying by essentially 2. We'll have up for 12 divided by 13 there in first part, and now the second one I can simplify by 2 again, and it's gonna be 5 divided by 13. Bro, like, what? Like, that's it, like, simplification and done, right? 5 divided by 13 on I, and for God's sake, that's it, right? Like, bro, like, we've been strangling this equation, and now finally we're done. Oh my god. Alright. So, there's like some formula with a module, stuff like that. Like, what? Why do I need this? Bro, what are you showing me? Like, he basically shows how I can solve it. What? Shows that this is 1 or what? I guess. But I don't care, man. I got max points. Bugger off. That's done. She says that this is not like the easiest ones, but you know, we'll do like a bit harder ones. I mean, this one's not like hard, I'd say, but you just gotta remember the shit, and it's a bit longer. And probably the next one's gonna be like this one with a 17 and stuff. Okay, this one I think we start off, and the upper part will be multiplied by 3 plus 4i. Okay, and the part below is going to be 3 minus 4i in parentheses near 3 plus 4i. And yeah, we're gonna do like calculations, and once again here, like, there's gonna be some fucking simplifications, and either second power is -1. No way we'll work with a plus bi and stuff here, but anyways, it's not so hard to remember and stuff. Okay, so that's that. 3 plus 4i, this like this, this like that. Okay, stuff like this, stuff like that. Bro, niggas instructing how to donate a crypto, bro. Bro, don't be so greedy. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. So on top there, I'll have like 51. 3 times 17, that's 51. Essentially minus 18 I. Plus 68, B58. Basically plus 68 I. Yeah, that's about right. Now we'll have minus 24 I to the second power. I mean, like, XQC on his streams, he streams like, I don't know how much per day, like 2-3 hours. Bro, I'm reaching the end, my voice is giving up. Yeah, so like I said, we're gonna do then like we're gonna just watch this like face reaction mimics and shit, no voice. I mean, I can employ a robot to talk, but I don't think it's gonna work super nice. 51 stuff. 9 plus 16. So yeah, basically like done that, done this. Switch the sign because either second pair is minus 1. 9 plus 16 over there, boom, boom, boom. Switch sign. 25 below. Boom, 75. 50i there. Now we're just gonna work out like 75 divided by 25 plus 50 divided by 25 times I. So that's gonna be like 3 plus 2i. Yeah. So that's that. So z is 3 plus 2i. Now you gotta find out like the line on top answer, which is just sign change, 3 minus 2i. Okay. So that's that. So Nick is explaining that if you fuck up a sign, bro, you're pretty fucked. Especially if you fucked it up at the beginning. Let's see. Let's go, bro. So now we're gonna work with fucking rows and shit. Okay. So x1 is 2 minus. So essentially, you take a look there. It says that n is bigger or equal to 1. So we're just gonna work with lowest number, easiest number, which is 1, because it can be equal to 1. And now we just put instead of n 1, and we get this is 1. Now we solve the same thing 2. Now after that we do the x2 minus x1, and we see if it's what we got. So basically, if x2 is kind of bigger, then it's progressive. Plus, if it's no, it's not, it's negative, it's going down. Now the second part with marginalization of a row. I don't know exactly how that's done. So my dude will explain. So subscribe to him. So it's gonna be 2 minus 0.5, so that's 1.5. So it's going up as far as I understand. Now if you do like x3 is going up again, like yeah, like actually no, huh? What? 7 divided by 4. Yeah. So essentially it's like going up, right? 5 divided by 3 is kind of like what? I mean, it's bigger, right, than 3 divided by 2. If you do like boom, 7 minus 3 divided by 4. I don't know why he done 3 divided by 4, like what, why that? Or 3 divided by 1 or what? No. 31 divided by 4. What he explains, bro. Anyways, 1 is smaller than 3 divided by 5. 3 divided by 2, I suppose. So she is going up, and 5 divided by 3 is essentially smaller like if you multiply like 5 to 4 and 7 to 3. So yeah, another explanation right there. But what about this marginalization? I think infinite, like if we put x with infinite, we find out the marginalization. Okay, so x to infinite is going to be that. 1 divided by infinite, that's 0. And we got 2. So, limit. We just did x to infinite, so we can also do limit. So, 1 is smaller than x of n, which is essentially 1, I guess. But that's x of n is smaller or equal to 2, so the row is kind of constrained, so that's how it's done. It's pretty complicated, but I guess, yeah, whatever. Inferior of 1 and superior of 2. I don't know if you need to write down like an interval. Okay, so we're working with rows once again. I mean, yeah, most of exercises here are with rows, no problem. So x of n, work, we just put the 1, bro, like we do the exact same shit as above, and where the line is drawn to the right part, we don't do that shit because it's not required here. I mean, except like the fucking expression of x10 is a bit more complicated here, but yeah, like it's not hard at all, kind of. So it's gonna be 1 above and below 3. 1 divided by 3 is gonna be that. x2, we got 6 minus 2, that's 4 up there, and so 5 down there, right? Okay, so now you just compare. Essentially, 1 divided by 3, that's like 0.3 son. 4 divided by 5, that's like, think more. 1 times 5, and boom, that. So essentially, yeah. Essentially, 1 divided by 3 is indeed smaller. So, in this case, if x2 is larger, then this row is progressive, it goes up, it goes in the plus range, not minus. So write that down. Strictly increasing, like it's said in the subtitle and so on. Alrighty. Okay, check mark, check mark. Alrighty. Now, here, he crossed out the B's because, again, this live we're not gonna do the B's. I mean, in his live, I'm just reacting to his live, but actually I'm kind of like learning. So we know the 10th term is 131, and R is the ratio of progression, which is 12. Perhaps there's some formula here. What we need to do is find the first term of this progression thanks to this. So it's actually not that hard here. To go 10 turns back, I need to multiply the ratio by 10. So it's going to be 120, and just minus it from A10. So it's going to be 131 minus 120. So that's going to be 11. A1 is going to be 11. That's my call here. Okay, so of course we wrote down some fucking formula. Do I really need this one? Like, bruv, I got my logic. I don't need no formulas. So A of 10 is going to be A of 1 plus 10 minus I, which is going to be 9 times var, so it's going to be A1 is going to be so they're plus 108 108 108 so 141 minus 108. Yeah, I fucked it up a bit. I went an inch too hard, so I found out A0 instead of A1, but yeah, like whatever. So this is gonna be 23. So we know it's 23, and we're done. Okay, so moving on to the next exercise, we work with B and we work with some Q here. Write down the first four terms of geometrical progression, knowing that B is like bigger than 1 or equal. We know B1. So B2, that'll be just that times Q. So minus 10 times Q is going to be that. And now after that we do B2 times Q, we get the third term and so on. Here Q perhaps is just the multiplying ratio. I didn't know Q was that, but okay, it's fine. Okay, so we got minus 5 here. Minus 5 times that is going to be minus 2.5. And now fourth one, I mean here wrote down as a fraction. It's going to be minus 5 divided by 4. So I think I can't see it because of the webcam before, but yeah, like this one's not hard and stuff. So we're gonna go on. This is something else. Okay, now we've got to find the first term and the ratio of progression. So perhaps you're also gonna do just the A, not the B. Knowing that B of 4 is minus 12 and B of 7 is that 23 and 7 divided by 16. Okay. So A1 is gonna be, I don't know why he wrote down 5. Why did he wrote down 5? Gotta find out the ratio. Maybe the question mark is there. But we're not trying to find A1, we're trying to find B1. That's the first term here. So we have to do it by formula kind of somehow. I think you just wrote down like the, he wrote down the responses or some extra condition text. Um, Bro, I'll tell you straight, man. My throat is getting dry. We're just gonna do what I said. We're gonna watch this shit and stuff. So yeah, no more talkie for now. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe later. I'm gonna check some out and be back. like I said, bro, I ain't gonna talk. Just gonna do this. Okay, so starting from now, feels kind of weird not talk, because I always talk in the streams. Alright, so it's here.
Da 5 minus 2, asta e 3. Al treilea termen este cel care l-ai aflat plus rația. Adică e 1, că e 3 minus 2. Al patrulea termen este cel care l-ai aflat plus rația, adică e minus 1, că 1 minus acest 2 este minus 1. Iată primii 4 termeni. Daniel's Gaming. Încă un mesaj, te voi bloca pe câteva minute. Bun. Cat legat de cel 12. Este metoda care ai spus-o tu aici de a afla primul termen. Iată aici, de a afla primul termen, poți face așa. A10, asta e 131. A9 e 131 minus 12 și îți dă un număr. Cât e aici? 100. Asta din 100. Exact 20. De unde ai aflat rația? Aici am compus exercițiul. Iată, la acest exercițiu rația era dată. Aici era dată. Dar la exercițiul acesta eu l-am compus cu rația minus 2. De la limba română este limba străină, matematica și un bac la alegere, care faci la alegeri, îți alegi orice obiect. Chimie, fizică, geografie, istorie. E și uite cum în exercițiu. Progresie 1 este egal cu 27, iar A3 este egal cu 3. Trebuie de aflat rația. Iată așa ceva. Da? Și hai să spunem chiar o leac mai greu, A4. Deci să fie A4 să fie 1 chiar. Ca să fie o leac mai greu decât asta. A4 egal cu 1. Iată. Așa ceva.
Bro, you know, I figured if I ain't say shit, why should I stream? So I guess I'm gonna end the stream. Because it's too boring like that, and yeah, the streaming might be also useless because, you know, nobody watches. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Maybe later. Goodbye.